throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it. Second and 13. Mahomes, his throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there.
And because offensively, you know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again is Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Now Hill to return it.
Good footwork at the 30.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down inside the 30. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards. Makes it 3rd and 7 now.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short of the 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Gold is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 10-7, a little over 80 ticks to go. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together.
He'll be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Still time to go for the win, but they've got to get up and spike it quickly.
Throwing, Jackson.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On second down, a run with Dobbins. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This to tie things up in the final minute. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
As the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the catch, and it's a first down. Now a timeout for the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. 2nd down and 7. To throw is Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. Maybe the length of a football.
So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Diggs. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game-winning end-on-2. It's a very simple mission anytime you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.